Okay, I'm going to show you in a minute how to convert radians to degrees, degrees to radians, but I just want to refresh your brains on converting things. So this says convert 5 miles to feet. So here's the trick. The thing that you're converting, put in the numerator with a 1 over it, then multiply the next thing, put this thing, the first conversion miles, put that in the denominator, and if you can, figure out how many. The reason I use feet is because it's kind of standard knowledge that there is 5,280 feet per 1 mile. But remember, when you're multiplying fractions, diagonally, you can cancel things. Well, these both have that label. And now look, the only label that's left is feet. I should have brought my calculator out. And now you're just going to multiply straight across. 1 times 1 is 1. And then 5,000, I didn't bring my calculator out, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. 0. 8 times 5 is 40. Carry the 4. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. So 26,400 feet. All right. So you could do that if you knew that 1 foot equaled 10 paper clips. You could do conversions with paper clips. So as we move on to converting degrees to radians, so you start off with the degrees, you can put that over 1, and now the measurement is pi is equal to 180 degrees. Well, think about that. All the way around the circle is 2 pi. All the way around the circle is also 360 degrees. But 360 degrees, 360 and 2 have a 2 in common, so the 2 cancels, leaving 180. That's why we multiply it by pi over 180. And notice this degree symbol and this degree symbol cancels. And now whatever this measurement was, it becomes x times pi over 180. So let's say that was 30 degrees. So instead of x, we have 30 degrees. Well, with your calculator, or this one's pretty easy, 30 goes into 186 times, so, but they're not always going to be that easy. So here, if you have a scientific calculator, here are the keystrokes. You take the degree that you were given, so 30 degrees, except for don't worry about the degree when you're typing into calculator, multiply it by 1 fraction 180, and then that will give you the fraction 1/6. But remember, we had a pi up here that we did not type into the calculator, so 1 times, so there's a 1, so 1 pi over 6. All right, so even if you had, say, 1,050 degrees, 50 degrees, and you wanted to convert it to radians, the degree signs cancel, and then you type in 1,050 times 1 fraction 180. You also, some of you that are clever, saying, well, you could just divide by 180. Yep, you could. So since multiplying is the same, multiplying by the reciprocal is the same as division, 1,050, fraction, well, actually the degree symbol canceled, fraction 180. And then that's it. Okay, so now let's look at converting radians to degrees. Well, now we want pi to stay in the numerator. We want pi to cancel because we want it to be in degrees. So you have to put pi in the denominator. Then the pi's cancel. So let's say we had pi 6 times 180 degrees. Notice these two things now swapped. Since we're now converting radians to degrees, we multiply it by 180 degrees over pi. And look at, Those cancel, leaving 180 degrees. Notice the degree doesn't cancel because the 6 is not a degree. So in your calculator, if you do 180, some of you could do that in your head, fraction 6, and you're going to get 30 degrees. All right, that's it for conversions.